Welcome to Stop My Stutter with Olga. And in this recording, I would like to talk about intimate relationships, sex, and women who stutter. I have previously recorded a video for men about a similar topic, and this video is for women. There seems to be this one similar trait that women who stutter share. And that is desire to control and desire to take responsibilities for other people and events. We take responsibility for things and people that are totally beyond of our control. And as we become more and more controlling, and as we suppress our feelings, what happens is that whether we realize it or not, but we begin to develop masculine traits. We become emotionally disconnected. If you remember from my previous videos, I have repeatedly said that stuttering is holding back, and holding back happens when you suppress your emotions because you don't want to feel them, but you're afraid to feel them. And once you suppress the feelings, what happens is that you become disconnected from yourself. And also women, and this actually applies to men as well, they become emotionally scarce, emotionally stingy as they become disconnected from their emotions. And for women especially, as we become very preoccupied with all this seemingly important stuff, taking too much responsibility, trying to control our children, our men, our work life, and so on and so forth, what happens is this controlling, it affects our sexual life as well. And many women, actually all of them, the ones who stuttered, what happens is that we lose our ability to experience orgasm. Because when it comes to sex, in order to get pleasure from this experience, you need to let go. There is no way you can stay in control and have orgasm. In sex, when it comes to bed, you have to let go. And if you have this habit, this habitual pattern to control, because, well, maybe there is shame attached to experiencing orgasm and having sex, which is actually quite typical for most of people, not just those who stutter, you lose the ability to experience orgasm. And that's a shame. And what I would like you to remember if you're a woman who stutters is one very important thing. Women, we are made for pleasure. We are responsible. We are responsible for emotional sphere of life. And when we are in a relationship, if it is a healthy relationship, of course, we are the ones who can give love. We are the ones who can support and inspire and give all the tenderness that our men need. We are the creators, if you like, of the emotional sphere of life. My recommendation for you as to how you can learn to let go of control bit by bit is consciously make a decision to become emotionally generous. If you are controlling, if you have masculine traits, this means that you are at the moment emotionally stingy. You are scarce. You're not showing as much love to yourself and to other people as I know you can. Being emotionally generous. Don't be afraid to give love. Because what happens is, if you don't give love, there is no way you can receive it. So in order to receive love and have great sexual experiences, don't hold back from giving love. The second thing, and this used to be my problem as well, is please don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Women who start taking too much responsibility upon our shoulders, we forget that there are plenty of people around us, and also men, and it is okay to ask them for help. Don't burden yourself with all the responsibilities. Don't be thinking that you are the one responsible for everything and that you have to control everything and manage anyway by hook or by crook. No, if you do need help, ask for it. Don't hold back. And yet another thing is, it's about softening up inside, emotionally and physically. Women who stutter, as we take all this responsibility and we have this idea that we have to control everything, we tense up. We tend to close up inside. We become rigid. We become tense, which is once again not so great for sexual life. So make a conscious decision from now on to soften up emotionally and physically. Give yourself a task of letting go of that rigidity inside of you and that excessive tension that impacts upon your love life, upon your sexuality, upon your capability of experiencing orgasm in life, in sexual life. Give yourself a favor, yeah? Soften up. And if you want proof as to how it works in real life, well, you can look at sexual organs and compare them, men and women. For women, in order to get pleasure, she needs to relax. She needs to let go. She needs to soften up. And for men, in order to perform well in bed and to get pleasure, he needs to tense up. So he needs to become rigid. It's completely opposite. So if you're a woman, learn to soften up. Learn to consciously relax. In sex, in intimate relationship, in love life, control doesn't work. It ruins everything. In order for love life to work, you need to learn to flow, to trust, and to not be afraid of giving love generously, as this is the only way how you can receive it. And don't believe anyone who tells you that you need to compete with men, that being a woman is worse or being a man is worse. That is all nonsense. In my life, men and women, we are just two different species. Nobody is worse and nobody is better. We are just different. We have different tasks to complete in this life. But when we know how our psychology works, we can greatly complement each other and create, we can greatly complement each other, creating healthy couples with healthy love life and healthy relationship. And that is all I care about personally. So if you're a woman who stutters, and if you're listening to this video, I would like you to know this one thing. The only obligation you have in life is to be happy. So please drop masculine traits, drop the idea of competing with men, drop the control, begin to step away from it. And as you do so, what happens is that you step into your power, controlling, competing with men, trying to prove something, tensing up and being rigid. It weakens you. And stepping into your power, into your feminine power. With love, Olga Bednarski.